Internet! I'm Elliot the Purple-Haired Doofus, and welcome back to The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. Today we are covering chapters 8, 9, 10, and 11. Chapter 8 begins with Kvothe beginning his story of when he was a very, very young person. Kvothe was actually a part of a family of traveling entertainers, and they would go from city to city and entertain the citizens of the city and collect their money that way. Kvothe has a lot of different skills that he learned from a lot of different people, and now I'm starting to sound like Liam Neeson talking on the phone to terrorists, so I'm going to stop. As they are traveling the land, they get to this one city and they are almost turned away like common gypsies until Kvothe's father is talking to the mayor. And he says, No, you don't understand, good man. We're not just any traveling performers. We are the traveling performers of the king of this land. So, you could turn us away. You could send us on our way, but then I would have to go back to my employer and tell him how you disrespected us. Of course, the mayor hears these names and practically immediately starts groveling and saying, please perform in our band, please! Kvothe and his family are setting up their tents and their carriages to collect from people, and that's when he notices this jester guy that is also setting up stuff. And the mayor runs over to this jester guy and says, No! You are not with those men! You can't be here! Run away, you! Skip off! Jester guy actually does this magic trick where he calls to the wind and it blows across this mayor's face and it gives him chills. And that's when Kvothe is watching and he realizes that this jester guy has real power. He sees the trick with the wind and he thinks to himself, I want to know how to do that. Make me know how to do that. And that's when Kvothe finds his passion in life, to learn magic. Chapter 9 is a chapter of exposition, and this is kind of where I fall away from high fantasy novels, because it's always needed in every high fantasy series for them to take a lot of time to explain something that's going on in the world. And this one explains arcanists, which are basically wizards and magicians that travel the land in this book. And it explains the different kinds of magic that these arcanists can actually perform. Chapter 10 is all about how Kvothe started training with this guy we'll call Ben while he's traveling with his family, and it's starting to remind me of this movie. No. No copyright claims. Sorry, no, bad. I'm just starting to see a lot of similarities between older fiction and this book. And it's not really underhanded, it's not really even hidden. It's kind of all out there and thrown in your face. I am taking homage to these people by calling Kvothe's trainer Ben and telling people that he was shot in the knee and that's why he's no longer a warrior. It's just kind of like, It's not my favorite aspect of this book, but I will keep reading. Chapter 11 discusses Kvothe learning how to link objects magically. So he could probably lift a pebble and it moves a rock, across the river. And it discusses how there's a kind of mathematical equation between how big the object in his hand has to be in order to move the larger object over there. And that really interests me because I've been watching a lot of math videos on YouTube lately, like Numberphile and VHeart, and if you love math, you should probably check those guys out. I personally won't go into it right now because I'm guessing since this is a literature channel, there's probably not a lot of people who really enjoy math. It ends with Kvothe kind of cleaning up his area at the campsite, and he is reciting some sexist poetry that his mom overhears. And his mom explains to him why this poetry is sexist, why he shouldn't say these words. Basically because the poem that he read was about an actual person, and the songs that they sing that have a similar tone are about a fictional woman. The question I have for you today is one kind of similar to something I've asked before, which is, when did you find your passion in life? I know I've asked you what your passion is, but this one is when. When did you realize that it was truly your passion? And I will have an answer about that tomorrow. The question I had yesterday, you already had my answer to, which was, do you think that there is more going on between Bast and Kvothe than just barkeep and barkeeper? Yes I do. I think there's a lot going on between them that I would love to learn about later in this book. I still don't have an answer for you on what book I'm reading next. I am sorry. I am lazy. Don't worry. I have plenty of time to figure it out. I will let you know as soon as I know what book I'm going to read next. I have been the purple-haired doofus, reminding you to watch your pajama radius. And I will see you all in the next chapters of The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. Toodles!